Yo, what is up guys, welcome back to another video. So today we have the Cavalier Shuri boss, and she's actually quite tricky to fight. I was really worried on stream how I could solo her with the 4-star, but we barely do it with Ultron, and he's really amazing here if you have an awakened one, because all of her attacks are energy based damage, and Ultron heals as a 4-star 65% of it. So even her basic attacks, not just her specials, even her basic attacks, which is really strong, because you can just parry and basically ignore 65% of the damage you take even on the block. And he also has this evade, which actually you cannot evade against Shuri, but because Ultron's evade is unaffected by ability accuracy, it works. So you might get like lucky sometimes and actually evade those weird projectile attacks with Ultron's evade, which is, it comes handy, pretty handy in this fight. And he also, if you have him high sig, he can actually reduce the shock duration by up to 75% as a 4-star for sig 99. So Ultron is really decent here. He's also got those 2 self repairs, which is amazing. But yeah, let's talk about the nodes that she has. So the first node, and the most important one probably, is called Arrogance. So every 10 hits on your combo meter, we gain a falter passive. So if we surpass 10 hits, right now we do with our SP3, we are 62 now. So we surpass 10 hits, we're gonna get faltered for 3 seconds. But luckily, Ultron's SP3 stuns her for, I believe, 4 seconds or 4.5, and then we're able to throw a heavy for some big bleeds. So yeah, you don't want to attack her when it's faltered, especially because you might get retaliated. But also there's another node which says that if you miss against Shuri, she gets a precision passive, and she has one here already. You don't want to do that, because if she hits you with light or medium attacks, it's going to become guaranteed crits with those precisions. So definitely be careful about that. Then also we gotta know that if we parry, we gain a Fury, a critical attack by 5% for 10 seconds, not bad. And then every 7 seconds, the attacker is inflicted with a shock debuff, dealing 10% of the defender's attack as energy damage over 20 seconds. So it's over 20 seconds, so it doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. But luckily, Ultron reduces this duration by quite a bit, by 75%. Because he doesn't have willpower and he actually takes a lot of damage. But if you were to parry while you have this shock debuff on you, you turn that into energy resistance, which is really great because all of your attacks are energy based. So this is amazing. Ultron's evade can definitely mess you up sometimes. You might want to parry, but he evades. But yeah, he has his pros and his cons for sure. And then the last node, called Critical Shock Tether. If either champion has not made contact in 10 seconds, the attacker is afflicted with a critical shock passive, dealing 10% of the defender's attack and multiplied by the critical damage as energy damage over 3 seconds. So this is actually not too crazy, because making contact is like hitting her in the block as well. And it's like 10 seconds. You can definitely do it, because even if, from those special attacks, special 1, special 2, even if you block them, you can go in after. So the only thing you have to worry about is like timing the Arrogance node with that. But yeah, it's a critical shock, but luckily Ultron takes only 1 tick of that, because it's like over 3 seconds, and he reduces it by 75%, so he only takes 1 tick. But yeah, as you can see, we're timing those parries with the special attacks just to reduce the damage a little bit, and we really want to intercept, because you cannot, I didn't mention it, but you cannot parry her attacks. Because you cannot, it's like non-contact attacks, so you cannot parry them. The only way you can parry them is with champions that can do it, that have abilities like Proxima, Call Obsidian, Guardian. So it's really tough. You cannot parry really. And also, she has 10 of those, 10 stacks of those, how are they called? Kinetic Matrix. So if she has 10 and she uses a heavy attack, she gains Untouchable. Like Spot has, and she had it right there, and she gains 1 of those stacks every time you hit her in the block or in the face. So now that she has 10, if she were to throw a heavy, she would become untouchable. But I'm avoiding doing that, because I want to get my openings with your special ones, because I would be waiting out the untouchable for like 3 or 5 seconds, and then I might get destroyed by that passive shock. And there's the untouchable. So here she triggered it, she consumes all of them, and she gets untouchable for a little bit. So that's really the only thing you have to worry about Shuri. And then if you hit her while she has more than 10, which is the cap, she gains armor ups, which makes her a bit tanky, but it's nothing too crazy. She's also shock immune. So I'm going to show you that Guardian works, but he's a bit slow because Guardian's damage is like shock. So she's immune to shock. She does energy damage, non-contact attack, so you cannot parry. And that is pretty much it for Shuri. She's about to go down here. Ultron with that energy resistance as well is really, really great. We're going to go for a special 2 after this falter, but as you can see, 270 hits. That is because the special 3, but it was a big fight, to be honest. But yeah, it was a fun fight. It was tough to do it, but yeah. And as you can see, that evade helped me right there. So I'm going to show you now what happens with the Guardian fight. I didn't complete it, but I want to show you that you can basically parry with Guardian, and it's a different fight. Like having easy openings, it's so nice. It just takes so much time because even if you crit with Guardian, he does shock damage, and because she's immune to it, it's basically like you're having no crits all the fight. And she gets those passive armor ups as well, so she is a bit tankier. And yeah, man, it's ridiculous. The good thing with Guardian though is that you have willpower, and Guardian has his own block efficiency, and he's got that perfect block if you time the parry into the special. Takes 0 damage, and he takes so little damage from that shock, and it lasts for 20 seconds on him, that he's able to heal all that health back from willpower. So it's like one of the best options for Shuri, but it's just a very long fight. Like I'm gonna go for a special 3 here, and you're gonna see that my special 2, so I did go for the SP3, my special 2 is not gonna deal too much damage, but as you can see, the heal is ridiculous. Like once we get a shock on us, take a look at the heal. So we're no, I parried and removed it unfortunately. But yeah, here I parry that. As you can see, only took 144 damage, and there's a shock. So we take 8 and 45, and we heal for 84, which is really good. Like a 30 healed for 4-star is insane. And take a look at this SP2. This barely did 5% damage because she's shock immune, but it's a very safe counter. If you have a 6-star rank 3 Guardian, he's definitely really great for this. But now let's go over and see what are the best champions to fight Shuri. Okay, so champions that can actually parry her. Oops. Champions that can actually parry her. We have Guardian that we just showed. He can parry those projectile attacks. And there's also 2 cosmic champions that can do that as well. As far as I'm aware, there might be more, but 2 that I know of are, where is she? Proxima. She can parry projectile attacks. When is she? Is it? Yeah, it's here. So she additionally can trigger Parry Mastery against any basic attack, stunning opponents even if their attack is non-contact. So she can definitely do that as well. And then we have Cold Obsidian. So stun opponents with the Parry Mastery even against attack that don't make contact. So those are the 2 champions that I know of that can definitely parry her. So both of them are really, really great options for Shuri. And then there's other good champions that actually bypass miss. So one I thought of is like Daredevil, but keep in mind his evade is not going to work because Shuri doesn't allow you to evade. But he can't miss at all. He bypasses miss with every attack that he has. And then also another obvious one is like Human Torch, because he, after temperature, he can't miss. She has all those energy hits, so your temperature is going to get fueled up. It's going to be a very quick fight. And then, like, ideally, you want to have some of that shock immune, just so you don't take any damage or if you get hit. So, like, Dr. Doom is definitely one of the top options. But yeah, man, that doesn't seem like a very tough fight. Just be careful, because, like, if you you're not gonna have those parries if you don't use like Cold Obsidian or Proxima or someone that can parry projectiles. But having a shock immune is definitely the safest play. But I would say the best counter for her is Human Torch. But I like that I used Ultron, which is definitely a very unique one. I actually had a 4-star maxed out, and I'm happy that he helped me. I really enjoyed that fight. So yeah, guys, if you have a 6-star Ultra, you can even reduce it more. The shock duration. For 4-star, it's only 75. Sorry, that's right. So that's a 3-star. For 4-star, it's 75. And yeah, for 6-star, it's 80%. So he's definitely pretty good. But yeah, guys, hopefully this video helps you. And if you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.